Jeff's Intuitive Wisdom. As you may have noticed, I have been out for a few weeks, and I made a big move and a bunch of things. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm changing the format so you can see the videos twice a month, and I'm still going to be doing it for the 2 weeks. You know, the reading will be for 2 weeks. Also, I'd like to remind you to go to buzzradio.buzz. I just put out my 3rd interview with Siobhan Wilcox, and I think you'll really enjoy it, so check that out. And let's get going here. Let's see what we have for the next couple weeks going on. I'm so glad to be back. A lot of stuff going on. I'm sure everybody else has too. Life is interesting. October. I think it's going to be a better month than September. That's my feeling. It's already started off better. All right. Let's see what we have here. The overview for this week is really good because we have a couple of major cards, major arcana, which for me is spirit guides. We have the High Priestess and we have the Death card. So basically what that is saying is that we're going to be utilizing a part of us that we've never used before, starting this month. The Death card is indicating the letting go or the end of a way that we've been thinking. So it can mean many things to many different people, but if there's been something in your life that hasn't been working for you and you know it and you've been getting messages not to do it anymore, that's what I'm talking about. That's the thing that's going to be ending. It doesn't mean your life or anybody else's life, it just means a part of who you are, some pattern that you've created in your life that no longer serves you. And what's happening from that, what comes from that, is the energy of High Priestess, which is the energy of wisdom, knowledge, you know, actually being intuitive and listening to your own guidance. So, and it doesn't have, it's androgynous in this situation, so it pertains to both men and women. And it is a very powerful 2 cards to start with for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to do 3 cards and see what comes up. Wow. Okay, this is awesome. Wow. Okay. So we have 3 more spirit guides here. The 3 cards that I've pulled for the next 2 weeks in October is the Hanged Man, the Chariot, and Justice. So this means that something really big is happening this month. I mean, it's not like a lot of big things hasn't been happening every month, but this particular month is very palpable. Kind of the energy feels, I don't know, feels kind of electric to me. So the Hanged Man is about enlightenment. So because of what I said earlier about the Death card and the High Priestess, that is what is happening from those 2 cards. There's going to be an experience of enlightenment. And what that means is that whatever you decide to let go of, whether it be large or small, and probably quite a bit larger than you're thinking, then it will be replaced with enlightenment. So you'll have kind of an epiphany, or you'll feel more expanded, or you'll feel more loved by somebody, or it can be many, many different things. Enlightenment basically means that we are moving to another level. So that's what the Hanged Man is. The next card is the Chariot. So the Chariot is always about success, being successful in whatever you're deciding to do, whatever your endeavor is. So whatever we've been working on here, we're letting go of something, we're becoming more From the letting go, we become wiser and more intuitive, and we also receive enlightenment from this. That's a lot of work for the next 2 weeks, so don't expect miracles, but I mean, you should expect miracles, but allow yourself to receive what is coming. Don't try to decide what it's going to be or try to figure it out ahead of time. Allow yourself to really just let it come to you. Because if we try to control the outcome, it's never going to be what we think it's going to be. It's always going to be something higher than who we are or who we can think about. So the Chariot is success. The Justice card is the last card here. It's obvious what the Justice card is saying. The Justice card is saying that it is a just experience. Something that we have wanted, we have needed, we've probably been told a million times, you know, through messages and symbols and all kinds of experiences in our life up to this point, that we were ready for this. But maybe we just were afraid, or we weren't focusing, or we weren't spending enough time listening to the guidance that we've got. And at this point, we're ready to actually listen, because it is meant to be. Whatever happens was meant to be. So this whole month is about letting go of something that no longer serves us. There's a pattern of some sort in our lives that doesn't really serve us and doesn't give us the life that we're looking for, which is joy, happiness, and fulfillment, and love. Love for ourselves, self-love, and love for others. And then we become more wise and more intuitive by letting it go. We get enlightenment, which brings us to a higher level. We have success, which is always a wonderful thing to have in your life. And then there's justice. So we'll start to see things unfolding for us that hasn't been unfolding in the past when we were really thinking that they were going to unfold. So the next 2 weeks is a powerhouse. So keep your eye on what's happening in your life. Focus your energy. When you feel you've got the pattern, just notice and just pay attention to that and keep your eye on that. And look for the beauty in it. Look for the good stuff. Don't just look for what isn't working anymore. You can let that go, and then the rest of the journey is about looking for the beauty. So I hope you all have a fabulous 2 weeks.